Yeah. All right, y'all, listen. I'm about to do a water change. I was about to say an oil change. I'm tired. You know what I mean? But see, that's the thing, though. You might be tired, but you still got to take care of your fish. You get fish, you got to take care of them. That's part of the arrangement. So something I didn't mention in my previous videos is that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 tanks. I might have mentioned it, but I don't know. If I didn't, I just did. I got 7 tanks. And at one point, I want to say I had 9 tanks set up. And that was like, during the pandemic, I always knew I wanted a tank, and that was like the perfect time to get a tank. So I'm going to show y'all my other tanks in some later videos, but right now, I'm about to do a water change in my new 125. And I'm going to do a 25% water change and whatnot. So I'm about to just, show y'all how I do my water changes. Before I get into that, though, I want to tell y'all a story, all right, real quick. Just rock with me. So I'm pretty sure that I got into aquariums because my grandfather had tanks in his house when I was growing up. I lived with my grandfather and a lot of other people, family members though, not just random people. So anyway, my grandfather, when he would do a water change, he would do it the old school way, right? So he had like a water hose that he had cut, right? Like one of those green ones. He would take it and stick it down into the tank. He would take the other end and he would, create suction on it until the water started coming out. And then he would put his thumb over it and put it down into the bucket, right? So I remember him like spitting and stuff because the aquarium water would get in his mouth. So it just had me thinking like, man, like he didn't even have a clear hose. So you couldn't even see when the water was starting to come out, you get in your mouth, right? So I'm glad nowadays we have things that are better than, just using your mouth to get the water going. The siphon, that's what it's called. I think siphoning the water. Yeah. So now we got tools that we can use that's way better than that. I'm gonna let y'all know what I use. I use something called a python, all right? I'm gonna show y'all my python. It's not a snake. It's a hose that you use to get the water out, right? So I'm gonna show y'all my python, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do this water change, and I'm gonna kind of show y'all how I do my thing. All right, y'all. So I got my python here, and this is, the longer tube, and this is a long hose, but they have them that they're shorter than this one, right? And then it came with a shorter tube, for my smaller tanks. This one, for like a 20 gallon long, you're not gonna need this, right? The 10 gallon, you're not gonna need this one, but this one right here is like for 20 gallon long or 10 gallon or even a 5 gallon or something like that, right? So it comes with those. And let me show y'all real quick. Again, this is the part that goes down into the water, into the aquarium, which gives you reach so you can, gravel vac, right? And on this part right here, this is, a connection part, right? This is where you connect the hose. And I also have another one of these as well, but this just screws off and on, right? So yeah, and you control the flow with this lever right here, right? So that's off, right? See that? And then that's on. So what you do is it comes with this piece right here, right? So you attach this to your faucet, right? This end to your faucet, and then the other end of your hose here goes to this part. So it goes like that, right? So what happens is you turn on your water, and the water creates suction instead of using your mouth like my grandfather used to do, right? The water creates the suction to siphon the water out, right? So this right here, the water comes out. When you're ready for the water to go into your aquarium, all you do is you push up and you turn this, and that closes this part, and then it just pushes the water through, right? So that's how you use the python. I forget who makes the python, but if you look up aquarium python, you should find this. Not a real python, just use this. All right, a couple other things real quick. This is a thermometer that I got off of Amazon. It's battery powered, so batteries die, you just swap them out. It's like those watch batteries or whatever, right? So what I like about this is, it has this line here, right? And I could just, put it down in the water. If I got a deeper tank, whatever, it's just a line that you feed down, and then you can see the temperature digitally here, right? So I test my water temperature before I send it into my tank. You got to make sure the temperature is right. That's that, right? Also, I add Prime. This is Seachem Prime. I'm pretty sure there's people that heard this out there that may be watching my videos, but if not, this is to remove chlorine and chloramine and detoxifies ammonia, nitrate, and nitrite. That's right. So this is what you use to make sure that your fish do not get poisoned, basically, right? Because of what's in your tap water. You gotta detoxify it. I'm gonna go ahead and get started with this water change. Let's get this hooked up to the faucet and let's get it going. All right, y'all, so I got the hose hooked up to my faucet, all right? I got my towel down and everything, because when I take the hose out, I lay it on the towel. I have sand in my tank, so I'm not gonna like vacuum the sand. Like I'm not gonna stick the hose like all the way in to the sand. What I'm gonna do is kind of like swirl it around in places where I see like detritus or leftover food or whatever, right? I'm gonna just swirl it around just to kick up some of that to get it, you know, sucked through the hose. That's the plan. Let's do it. Hey, Roxy. I got a dog. Her name Roxy. She's a Rottweiler. She getting up there in age, so I ain't gonna put the camera on her. She don't like being on camera. I'll tell you, like she really don't. She knows when you put a camera on her and she don't like it. So you just gotta believe that I got a dog named Roxy. Back to the cleaning of the tank. Let's do it. Why my visor just come right up and under the hose? You lucky you're not little enough to get sucked through here, you little buddy. You just gonna lay under the hose. I like the way this feels. Right. This is nice. That's it. You do it, man. All right, y'all. That seems to be about 25%. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take my trusty thermometer here, and I'm gonna actually put it in the water, and make sure that the water that I'm putting back in again matches the temperature of the water that's already in the tank, so I don't shock my fish. So that's what we about to do. All right, let's do it. All right, y'all. So I got the temperature matched up to my crayon water, which is at 80 degrees. That's where I keep my tanks at. And I got it matched up. So now I got the water going back in. I just twisted that little valve I showed you earlier, and I got it going back into the tank. Now it's time for me to add Prime here, Seachem Prime. And on the back here, it says to add 1 capful for every 50 US gallons, all right? So I'm gonna do 3 caps. It's a little bit more, but that's okay because you really can't overdose the tank with this. Really, Lena? You're just gonna make a yawn cat noise in the middle of me explaining to the people about Prime? Am I boring you?
I'm sorry.
Okay, let's get back to it. So anyway, from what I've heard online is that you can't, you know, overdose your tank with this. You don't want to try it though, you know. So, but I'm gonna do 3 caps. That's just what I do. Ooh, this stuff do stink though. Just let you know, it do stink. You ain't supposed to smell it anyway, you know. But it stink. All right, y'all. So I'm all finished. I'm all done. I'm finished and I'm done. No, I'm finished with the water change. So I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all the tank. All right, let's do it. All right, y'all. So here's the tank. It's looking all right, looking pretty good. There's Lala and the Daniel twins and Daddy Cat over here behind the filter. And there's King. There's King. King is down here under this piece of driftwood right here. But one thing that you might notice is QT is not here. So QT was not so cute after all. QT was messing with everybody in the tank, especially Lala. She got some scales missing. So, but she's doing a lot better. So yeah, QT had to go, all right? I plan on getting some more fish this weekend, and I'm actually gonna talk to the owner of the fish store to see if he's okay with me doing some filming at his establishment as well. So go ahead and subscribe if you would like to see my new fish. I'm not gonna say what I'm getting, but I will be adding some new additions. Not the R&B group, but some new fish to this aquarium, okay? So yeah, go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell if you want to be notified. And I want to say this too. I thank everybody who's subscribed so far and who's left comments and whatnot. It's greatly appreciated. And I'm gonna keep these videos going, all right? So again, go ahead and subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell, all right? And until next time, what we say, Lena? Blue, blue. All right.